তারে ধরতে পারলে মন বেরি দিতাম পাখির পায় কেমনে আসে তারে ধরতে পারিলে মন।
It was here in this very room that it began, many years ago. Little did we know then that we were at the beginning of a revolution, one that would rock the photographic world. But it actually started before then. As children, my brother and I were children of famous parents, and we wanted a name for ourselves. So the name chosen for me was Shahidul Alam. At that time, it got drifted into Shahidul Alam with a very different meaning, but I liked the original meaning, witness of the world. I don't want to be your icon of poverty or a sponge for your guilt. My identity is for me to build in my own image. You're welcome to walk beside me, but don't stand in front to give me a helping hand. You're blocking the sun. Nur Hussain had written, "Let democracy be freed" on his back. He was killed by police bullets. I came across a wicker basket in a tree. The family had long since abandoned their home, and their worldly belongings gathered there, waiting patiently for their homecoming. He was a strong, burly type, but he was shaking. "Give me a biri," he said. I got angry. "Can't you see what's happening here? The state people are in, and you want to smoke?" He wasn't cruel, but his stare was cold. "Agaro zonre puita aisi, biri de." I buried 11. "Just hand me a biri." Why did a photo mean so much to a blind child? The printed page could lift that boy from his anonymity. It's a humbling thought for me. Some addresses had people who recognized them. Most didn't. Nobody was keen to respond. Eventually I gave up, but I still collected their notes. In Hemaitpur, even false hope seemed something worth giving. My image of Mizan watching TV at my mother's house was published in our calendar. Mizan and my mother both received a copy. From then on, he watched TV inside our living room. It was a small but important victory. It may not have changed the world, but it changed my mother, and it certainly changed me. Sailboats that used to ply this mighty river are now rarely seen, but the river remains central to the Bangladeshi way of life. One frame, another. He slowly turned, looked at me, and smiled. Despite the laughter, very different sounds entered my consciousness. I remembered the children screaming on the night of the 25th of March 71, when I watched in helpless anger as the Pakistani soldiers shot the children. Now there are children dying in Lebanon and Palestine. Here I am, seeing Pakistani children suffering. The show attempted to get under the audience's skin, to walk those cold streets, see terror in the eyes of victims and hear their cries, to sit quietly with a family besides a corpse. Drifting in cage and out again, hark unknown bird does fly. Shackles of my mind, if my arms could entwine, with them I would thee bind. What fate, alas, makes bird do thus? Caged bird breaks free to fly. Of bamboo roar the cage I saw,
This mind of mine still longs, oh so, Lalun Pokir cries as he sees with his eyes the cage wither and die.
কোনদিন খাঁচা পড়বে ঢোসে, কোনদিন খাঁচা পড়বে ঢোসে, ফকির লালন কেঁদে কয়